Yeah, so y'all, I have an announcement. I'm a literal cyber princess doll AI generated edited girl, and I'm here to say, ahem, a funny commission idea because I noticed there's been a demand for it among my friends from me lately. I'll add your face to look like fully uncanny dolly cosplay, or just Xiaohongshu beautiful for between 50 to 400 per photo or video depending on the difficulty, extremity, and hours put in. 100 for a filmed video process. I do all looks and face types. DMs always open unless busy. I always charge on the lower end. Any higher than 200 is just for the complex ones. Yeah, so I'm talking about Umi Chai, Umi Chai, Omai Chai. I don't know, bro. I'm talking about Umi Chai. Yeah, and I'm gonna pronounce that name wrong because I do not have sympathy for a lolly baiter, lolly incest liker, racist, and like, oh yeah, she can be insecure and be racist to her own race because the standards are just like that. Well, they're not even her own standards. She's like Southeastern, not oh, no, I forgot where the Japanese people are centered, but she ain't there, okay? She acting and role playing like she's a Japanese constantly, like, so creepy, dude. Like, why are you dancing and pretending like you're a kid? Like, go get some huzz, please. I mean, wear your natural face for a bit. Like, you can't, like, her head changes every 5 seconds in every single video. Like, her head gets so small sometimes in these edited videos. I think I can crack her head with my own hand from the amount it's so small. Okay, before I start any further, let me give you a quiz. Or a question actually. Which size of Umichi's head would you prefer today? So here's option one, the most normal and less edited option out of all three options. Now we got the second. You can see there's no jaw that can hold up the teeth. So she might be oozing spit out of her mouth if you speak to her, so she needs to have her like jaw closed. Then there's the third option where her head looks like a literal egg and you can crack it, which is so nice. Oh yeah. And personally, I would take option three because you can crack that thing open like an egg and it would be so yummers. And let me know in the comments what you would choose. Hee. Anyway, bro, I ain't gonna bully her for how she looks, but like, it's like the Ash Trevino situation. She's like, Ash Trevino is such a horrible person that people don't mind making fun of her actual looks, but like, that ain't an excuse here. And Umi Chii, she probably already insecure enough to the point that she's racist to her own kind, as seen below. And also, wait, we can correct her grammar. Hold on now, hold up. I did not forget about this. Let's see. Yeah, and like she tends to be well spoken, I suppose. Like her posts are like a cyber doll who talks about life, and her shoulders aren't weirdly proportionate with her neck. Anyway, let's read this thing. I realize I've always used my fluent be I can't speak. I realize I've always used my being fluent in English as a protective means to self-isolate from the cruel, illiterate, inbred phenotype of Filipinos, and as a supplement to finding genuinely kind people without the size of cashews. Like, wow, you're so kind, bro. You're so kind. Just like you commented before that everybody should be kind. Like, oh, damn, the self-hatred is crazy. And guess what? It won't help how you look, and it won't probably help you ever in life because you're just an internet personality that's liked by weird girls and boys probably and pedophiles probably from the audience you're gauntering or you're like centering yourself around. Anyway, let me correct this even more. Yeah, so I found three mistakes off the bat, Missy Chai Chai. So I should be capitalized, English should be capitalized, Filipinos should be capitalized. So if you post a racist tweet and pride yourself about being fluent in English, then you should get these common things right, alright? Like, it's common sense, Missy. Like, the lolly baiting is just so weird. Oh, I've seen it in Zhahongshu too, so it's like the standard. Oh yeah, and her like weird posts. Intro, wishing for belonging. Umi, 19 years old. A&R relapse 6 since 16. Personal photo blog and neat ED diary retweets of dull tiny spell. Zhahongshu, I'm here often. I'd like to interact. Like, RT, or comment to be mutuals. It's like some edited thing with a wig. Oh, and oh yeah, wait, I did not show y'all the like very nice aesthetic Japanese speaking and her video trying to be Japanese or cute or whatever. I don't know. She's weird, bro. Okay, let me show y'all.
どうしようそうだはい全然わかんない全然わかんないです始めましょう
Yeah, so let me criticize her apology that ain't even an apology. Anyway, here's the clip, y'all.
Hello, I'd like to address all of the controversy surrounding me lately, here on TikTok and in general. But before I can honestly be capable of doing that, I'd appreciate it if all of you with things to say regarding this can comment under this video every criticism you may have of things that I have done or that I've been alleged to have done, so that I can make sure not to miss a single point for when I go on to deconstruct everything for you all in the following video, as properly and as truthfully as I can. The criticisms which are valid, the things which are absolute lies, and the sentiments that are just pure, unadulterated hatred masquerading as morality. I really would love to address this all as comprehensively as I possibly can, but as you can imagine, I don't have any conceivable means right now to really know very much of what's going on, because that would mean actually looking through all of the accounts created supposedly to criticize my actions, but that ultimately on the most part only persist to demean me for my appearance, my demeanor, and my personhood as a whole. And so, bits and pieces from you all would be a great help in making this a productive and openly communicative discourse, and I'll make sure to read through every comment that is civil, constructive, and coming from a place of plain, level-headed critique, but not of plain condescension and hatred. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, time to dissect her apology. It's like really long, and y'all seen it. I fast forwarded that thing during editing. Anyway, number one, she shifts responsibility to the critics instead of addressing the controversy directly. She asks others to summarize the criticisms for her. If she genuinely cared about understanding the situation, she would take the initiative to research and reflect on her own actions rather than relying on the hateful audience to do the work for her. Secondly, she frames herself as the victim. She subtly positions herself as someone unfairly attacked, mentioning how criticism is often about her appearance, demeanor, and her personality rather than her actual actions. While personal attacks literally happen online, this is just like a common way to invalidate all criticisms by saying it's like mean-hearted and mean-spirited. Like, yeah, it's just like the Astrovino situation where she's a bad person, so people want to nitpick on everything that she does. And she literally preemptively discredits criticism by dividing critiques into valid criticism, absolute lies, and hatred masquerading as morality. She gives herself an easy way to dismiss anything uncomfortable she disagrees with. Point. She can simply label it as hatred instead of engaging with it meaningfully. She doesn't even acknowledge her actions. She makes no attempt to admit fault or clarify accusations. If it was a true apology, she would start with recognizing the harm caused, taking responsibility. But no, she won't, because her audience is really young and she's not her parents. So let them see my eating disorder Twitter past and let them see me obsessed with an incest anime core thing, and I'm a kawaii girl. And she's setting conditions for engagement by saying she will only engage with comments that are civil, constructive, and level-headed. She literally creates a filter that allows her to ignore any criticism she deems as too harsh. But respectful comments are important. This literally serves as an excuse to dismiss angry reactions from people who feel harmed by her actions. Like, bruh. Like, this is not an apology. It's a carefully worded PR move that people think they think it's AI generated, but like maybe she's well spoken, or she created a script because the average apology video that ain't an apology is like that. I'm surprised there ain't no tears. Well, it ain't a YouTube apology, so like if she wanted to take responsibility, she wouldn't need to crowdsource criticism. She would acknowledge what she did, and like, oh no, she wouldn't know. She would know, buddy. And yeah, she is just trying to control the narrative. And she's so dismissive with it. Yeah, oh yeah, this does not mention that bro is a hypocrite. I mean, so it does, like, technically, cause, she's like, oh, I don't condone editing my face, and yada yada do, but, at the start of the video, you can see me reading out her, prices. Yeah, so her friend allegedly also sent rape threats and death threats to some chick who was making fun of Umi Chii's weird incest thing, and the video is low-key really funny, so here's the video.
Hello, my name is Incest Chan, and I would like to address the political and economic state of our world right now. First, I would like to discuss the topic of brotherly love. For many centuries, humanity has prided itself in progress in humanity, progress in philosophy, and progress and self-liberation. Yet despite our certain advances, there remain certain taboos that we refuse to challenge simply because it makes us uncomfortable. Today, I stand before you against one of our most highly held prejudices of our time, the unwarranted and irrational fear of familiar love, aka what the masses cruelly refer to as incest.
Ahem, okay, so the script time, cause Loki, I got a lot of thoughts. And yeah, she's hypocritical in the way that she promotes kindness but doesn't act that way. Knows her audience are a majority of kids and says that she doesn't promote people editing their faces, just like her, but wants to get paid for it, trying to deflect doing an actual apology. Lastly, her hating on people's looks allegedly, saying that they can't buy luxury things like she's on looksmaxing.com. Like, OMG, y'all, it's over if you don't have a freaking positive cancel tilt. And then, not expecting the backlash, but it's sort of gonna make her more racist to her own kind, since she doesn't know that people will always hate on you regardless if of your ethnic group if you are a horrible or chronically ill person. Anyway, my thoughts on this is that it makes me amused and that I don't really care. I like all the memes. I thought she was extremely weird from the start, from the way that she acted with her like freaking lolly bait, with her like gym suit, hee dancing. But I don't have any sympathy for someone who picks and chooses their insecurities like she does with her head size. Mentally ill wreck who doesn't fit the standard mold of a victim, someone who prides themselves on being well spoken, so that somehow proves that they have anything inside their head besides unfiltered self-hatred. If you don't love yourself, no one will. She's probably the type to obsess over why she was born into the skin she has. Why not her? Why wasn't she gifted with the perfect genetics? And instead of working to become something more than a decaying skeletal vessel, she clings to validation from people just like her. Maybe for once it makes her ego feel something. And yeah, those are my thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah. Yeah, and I find it really funny that she's doing these weird things on Facebook. Who uses Facebook anymore, bro? Like, in the 2025, in the big 2025, bro. Like, come on. This is Loki. This is literally me right now when the Umi Chii glazers come at me in my comment section if they see this video. Like, come on, bro. What's there to be jealous about? I mean, what, her edited face is like so spectacularly amazing. Like, bro looks fine without the editing, but come on, bro. There's nothing to be jealous about, y'all. Like, y'all be glazing too much. Y'all be riding that D too much, okay? Like, brother. Anyway, that's probably not covering everything. She deactivated her like account, so you can't see anything. So yeah, it's like a short topic, and I wanted to upload it, the first video on my channel. So hit that subscribe button.
ありがとう。私の暗い世界の小さな太陽。ありがとう。